unlike the other times where you could blame your teammates, you could blame the defense, you could blame Sean McDermott. This one, you got to hold this one. You gave up that rock 4 times and threw a crucial interception in overtime. And not only that, there was this wide open throw he missed that would have iced the game. Would have iced the game. I want to say it was to Kincaid. I want to say he just sailed it. You got to make that throw if you're the MVP or you QB1 in the league, as everybody tries to appoint him. He got to wear that badge, and the whole team was emotional in the post game because they knew this was our best shot.
Now, I will say the running game was really good with James Cook, which surprised me. I thought James Cook wasn't going to be able to get his game off. But even still, the turnovers from Josh Allen were very alarming. The 3 turnovers.
4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. Ooh, 4 turnovers. Because he had, I want to say it was 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. Or was it 3 interceptions?
It was 1 interception and 3 fumbles.
Yikes. And the interception that he threw, the 2 interceptions. Yeah, the 2 interceptions. The one I forgot what play
it was. Right, it was 2 interceptions.
Yeah, the 2 interceptions. Like the first one, horrible throw. He had enough time in the pocket, and he got greedy, and he threw it into double coverage, and it got picked off. And then the second one, we all know the controversial call, the controversial play from the refs. But if you really take a look at the play, he underthrew the ball. Like Brandon Cooks had to stop in order to try to grab it. And you can debate all you want if that was a catch or if it was an interception. But what we can say is that Josh Allen, that was not a good throw at the end of the day. And those 2 interceptions was on him. You can debate whether it was a bad call or not. It was still a bad throw at the end of the day. And I'll let you go forward. I'll let you get your take on it. Like, how did you feel about the game and Josh Allen? Because I don't want to spend too much time on it. But I'll say this. I'll conclude with this, and then I'll transition to you. Josh Allen did not have a good game. It wasn't just because of those calls by the refs why the Bills lost. And I'll let you speak more on it.
First of all, with the call, that was interception. Brandon Cooks did not maintain possession through the ground, through the catch. And he hit the ground. People think, oh, he hit the ground. That means he caught. That's not possession. You have to survive the ground in order to complete the catch. And when he hit the ground, the ball somehow got into McMillan's hands. And then so it ended up a pick. That's just what it is. Now, usually they don't call that kind of stuff in favor of the defense, which is what Richard Sherman pointed out. But the rules is the rules. But back to Josh Allen. Josh Allen, this was a disaster class. I mean, good Lord, 4 turnovers. And this was literally supposed to be the Bills' run. No Lamar, no Mahomes. People throw Burrow in, and Burrow ain't been in the playoffs in 3 years. If no Lamar, no Mahomes, and you still couldn't get out the divisional round. That is embarrassing. And unlike the other times where you could blame your teammates, you could blame the defense, you could blame Sean McDermott. This one, you got to hold this one. You gave up that rock 4 times and threw a crucial interception in overtime. And not only that, there was this wide open throw he missed that would have iced the game. Would have iced the game. I want to say it was to Kincaid. I want to say he just sailed it. You got to make that throw if you're the MVP or you QB1 in the league, as everybody tries to appoint him. He got to wear that badge, and the whole team was emotional in the post game because they knew this was our best shot. And now they done fired Sean McDermott. I don't know if that was the right move either, because Sean McDermott ain't lose that game, and now they're gonna possibly bring back Brian Dable. Man, that I don't know. And they kept the GM too. Yeah, Buffalo, y'all. Like in the words of Dan Campbell, this might have been the only shot, because in the future the AFC is only going to get stronger, and y'all gonna have to keep up the pace because your defense played pretty solid for this playoff run, even though they allowed 30 plus points to the Broncos, but still they played good enough to win the game. Ain't the defense fault Josh Allen put the ball on the floor twice and then threw 2 interceptions. James Cook had a good game. He had a really good game. He had 143 yards, I believe.
Yeah, totally.
So Josh Allen, you got to wear that. Everybody gets on Lamar. They get on Jalen Hurts. They get on Dak. They get on all these other QBs. Josh Allen gonna have to hold that. And you know what makes me sick? It makes me sick to see throughout the national media and all these former players, they try to act like Josh Allen is a victim. He was a victim of circumstance or something. Get out of here. He folded under pressure. He went into Mile High, not even as a real he was a favorite to start the week in Vegas. So you can't even run the underdog gimmick. And then he went out there and wet the bed. That's what he did. So now we can establish Josh Allen, through all his talent and all this, it's not translating to get into that next level in the playoffs. And we got to stop putting him into the tier with Mahomes. Mahomes gets it done in January.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I said it. When it comes to
honest.
Winners in the league, we cannot put Josh Allen on that tier with Mahomes. No one can be on that tier with Mahomes.
All right, so we gotta
unless Stafford wins the ring this year, then we
gotta simplify this. All right, let's make it clear. Let's be transparent. What you're saying is that Josh Allen, in terms of winners being clutch, he's not in Mahomes' stratosphere. I can agree with that.
No, he isn't.
I can agree with that. But in terms of overall talent, in terms of skill, we can all say Allen is right there with Mahomes. Like it's
I'll give you. Yeah, of course. But the thing is, maybe this is like the term regression to the mean. Josh Allen had 6 straight playoff games with 0 turnovers, and then all of a sudden he gets 4 in one game. He might have just been due. He might have just been due because six playoff games without a turnover. That's a lot. That's a lot of games of clean football, and then all of a sudden you give up 4 of them things. Hey, it might just be mathematics right there. Simple statistics.
Another thing, I'm glad you brought that up because one of the arguments that has been made over the years in regards to why Josh Allen is better than this quarterback, why Josh Allen is better than Lamar, is on par with Mahomes, is because they say, well, he's a playoff riser. Look what he does in the playoffs when it matters most. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but he still hasn't made the Super Bowl. He still hasn't won a Super Bowl. So how can it be above Lamar when he's pretty much done the same thing as Lamar in terms of not going to the Super Bowl? And now with this performance, damn near the same thing as Lamar has been doing in the playoffs to a certain extent. But then he gets the excuse of, well, he doesn't have elite weapons. Well, everything around him isn't perfect. And I call BS because, like you mentioned, he could have won the game and he didn't win the game.
He didn't even have to be Superman in this game. He just had to not give up 4 turnovers. They would have won if he just would have had 2 turnovers, in my opinion.
All he had to do was connect.
They were like the Broncos literally punted on their first drive in overtime. They went like 3 and out. All he had to do was get in field goal range. And then, they changed the rules for him, and he still can't win.
Still can't win. Nope.
Hasn't won a single game in overtime, and they changed the rules for him.
3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like how doesn't he get any blame? How doesn't anybody not criticize him for this performance? Like there's a couple of guys, you're going to see the Ryan Clarks, you're going to see the Marcus Spears, you're going to see guys like that. But for the most part, I'm not hearing a whole bunch of people criticizing Josh Allen for that performance. I'm not hearing a whole bunch of people criticizing Josh Allen for the throw to Brandon Cooks that was underthrown. Like Brandon Cooks had to stop to try to grab the ball.
And jump.
Josh, like he had a step on the DB. That was a touchdown. That could have been a potential touchdown if Josh Allen was more accurate. He had a clean pocket. It wasn't like there was a lot of pressure coming his way. That wasn't the case. He had enough time to deliver that football accurately on time, and he just couldn't do it. And that speaks to this narrative about Josh Allen that, oh, he's clutch. Oh, he's this. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And now that we can put to bed, well, if Josh Allen never went against the Chiefs, they would go to the Super Bowl. Well, that's not the case because he just lost to the Broncos.
Yep.
So now what are you going to say? Oh, it's the coach. So now they're going to change coaches. A good coach, by the way. Sean McDermott's actually a really good coach. The fact that They were able to go to all these AFC Championship games, win the division so many years, and win like 10 plus games all these years. I don't think he's missed the playoffs in like the last 5, 6, 7 years. And you fire him, and what is the plan? The plan, get Brian Daboll? Like, come on, man. Like, be serious. You're telling me Brian Daboll, the guy that at New York, at the Giants, literally almost got his quarterback to be pretty much out for the season because of the amount of concussions. That's the Brian Daboll that you're trying to get? Like, come on, man. That makes no sense. And then they keep the GM. See, this is how I know this organization is unserious. The fact that they fire a coach that has won them all these games, has brought them to the playoffs. They've been to the AFC Championship game. They've been very competitive with the Chiefs, despite the fact that their talent still isn't quite on the level of the Chiefs, or they don't have the coaching staff quite on the level of the Chiefs, and yet they're still competitive. They're still knocking on the door. And you fire him, and you keep the GM that is responsible for the lack of talent that's on the field. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. So, hey, man, that's an unserious organization right there. And if you hire Brian Daboll, that just lets me know, no, you're not trying to win. You're not trying to win at all. You were just trying to point blame at somebody so you won't have to deal with the consequences of what transpired. Or you're trying to protect Josh Allen. It's like, no, it's not Josh Allen. No, it is Josh Allen. The defense didn't play well, but Sean McDermott, hey, they're still competitive. They still made enough plays.
Who was the Bills' best defensive player in your opinion?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's either
Milano or Ed Oliver. And Ed Oliver literally just came back from injury that game. That tells you how bad that defensive unit is.
And they were still making some plays in that game. The interception of Bo Nix, like there was still some plays that they were making to keep it competitive. Remember, they were down in the game. They were down double digits. The defense had to get some stops in order for Josh Allen to come back from that game. So, yep. I mean, I get it.
Like the Dark Knight Rises. They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. And that's exactly what happened. Sean McDermott was a victim of, he's the scapegoat.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was coaching for his job. No one would have suspected that he was coaching for his job this year.
Well, the media did suspect that. It was last year.
Okay.
Where like Sean McDermott is like, I don't know if he's the guy that you can count on to get to a Super Bowl. There's like a ceiling with him. They've been talking about this for the past number of years, but I didn't expect it to happen after this season, given the lack of talent. I know Mahomes is not there. I know Lamar's not there, but you can't think that way. Like you have to look at just, okay, who are you going up against? And do you have the requisite talent? And who was that fault at the end? Was it you? Was it the quarterback? Like, who was that fault at the end? I think Josh Allen just didn't make enough plays at the end. I think the turnovers really showed itself.
And the missed throws.